My name's Northwestern Central Railroad. It's currently 5:29 a.m. So I woke up early and I just got back from a train show. I did not go to York, sadly, but I did have some fun there. I decided to record this video because I'm staying at a hotel and I was still trying to adjust to the time. So I decided I was gonna record a Halloween video. By the way, happy Halloween. After Halloween. So let's get started. We're doing Minecraft. Start a new world. Hope that scared you. Today we're doing a mod showcase of Minecraft, and this one is trains. This is so cool. I I was playing with this yesterday, and the amount of train stuff that is in here is just boggling to the human mind. Mind you, this is just one tab. There's another tab that has more called Swedish. So I'm assuming these are all Swedish trains. So I was playing with this a while ago and it's very cool. You got Railcraft in here as well, which I think is cringe, but I think Traincraft is much more superior than Railcraft. But you do need Railcraft with it to make some of the tools and stuff. You know, all this other Railcraft stuff. So yeah, I'm gathering materials. I want to show you all some cool trains. And tired. We'll put this stuff up here. Alright, so in this mod you have you can craft your own trains here. So this is survival compatible. And it comes with this cool book that if you make it with this, you can make it. Then they got a new design recipe for this. But it is broken, so unfortunately you will have to use some sort of creative mode to get your track, but you can still make the track like regular standard train craft track with this thing. But yeah, there's lots of diesels, electrics, steam engines. What I like to call special. So if I get some track down here, this thing called Track Builder builds track, and it looks like a tunnel bore. So it looks very, very cool. Let me get some track here for making a oval. And this is very cool here because I also got like a paintbrush where you can paint certain types of engines and rolling stock here. There's lots of European, American, British, Swedish up here, and BAP themed trains. So yeah, there's anything and everything for amazing model train lover or just a regular train lover like me. This is what the track looks like. It looks very hyper realistic. And then you have different types of curves. You got the what I like to call the funny curve going up to a 32 by 32. I say funny curve because this is abnormal. This is not right. But if there's someone out there that might like this, it's a little cute circle. And you got the biggest track curve. It's 32 by 32. There is also a notable bug in this mod where for some reason I don't know why, but the track, at least mainly just the curves I've been noticing sometimes with the straights, that it would just disappear. Why I don't know. This is really strange. But there is also other mods installed with this mod. Create a mod pack, and it's very cool for the other mods that are here. I'll show you once I get the curve done. High pick. God, I'm so happy right now. I'm like over the moon right now. Ecstatic that I was able to find this really cool pack. But there's also other mod packs here, stuff for storage, whatever that is. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And I got computers, custom NPCs. I got some cool guns, a machine gun in here. And it's terrible aim. You got some instruments. Um, you could build a lot of industrial stuff here. You got some, whatever that is. Of course, the iconic Mr. Crayfish furniture mod. I love that thing. Love Buildcraft, even though I never used it before. I had no idea what mechanism is, but yeah, I have used Industrial Craft 2 sometimes. It's pretty cool to make a nuclear reactor. Although I'm still learning how to use it. It is just pretty difficult, but it is fun. Got a bunch of drill stuff. Got like a cool gun here that you can mine the ground with. Then you got your vanilla. So yeah, very, very nice here. And I'm gonna show you off some trains here with this mod. I'm gonna show you some cool trains here. They got the Polar Express here. Toot toot, and you can actually blow the whistle on it. If you right click on the engine, you can enter the cab. Pressing H, at least for this, it may be different on your end. You can get the whistle. Oh, whoops, I pressed the wrong button. Whoops, God. Yeah, very, very nice here. Then with you get the tender, it's very cool looking, but unfortunately there is no passenger cars for this, so it's just gonna be running by itself. Bummer. And I got some really cool trains, at least diesels here that I love. Got an Alco PA with a matching B unit, but I thought the A unit would be cool to show. You got the iconic Trainmaster. They also do have the other Trainmaster that has this short ends to it. Got some various rolling stock to show you. But here's the other engine, an ES44 in the iconic GE Evolution hybrid paint scheme that Lionel did as a Vigiline. Still a very cool engine that I highly recommend getting, even though it is legacy. But I still have a fondness for very old legacy because it still reminds me of Command Control. Then you got the SW8, which is really cool. And then you got the ML4000, which needs more attention. Also, this is not even the right engine. This is not an ML4000. And we got a Dash 8 here, Dash 840B. It's very nice. Looks very nice. So let's run some trains. We're gonna do the train master first. I'm just gonna pull in some freight cars behind it. So we get certain types of freight cars here. Got like these cute little short box cars. Then you got more some real scale looking cars with more detail. You got a tank car here, so this looks really cool. And then by clicking on, you change it with a stake, which is a right click, it attaches them. Crouching with the crowbar from Railcraft can connect the cars. What's a bummer is that they don't, at least every time when you connect the car, it's not a chance of bugging, or at least it's going to every time, so it's going to open up the menu inside the car, like stuff that it can carry, so that is one thing to be noteworthy of. I'm going to add some more freight cars that I said I'm going to put on a crane on because why not? It could be this because, of course, you gotta have a caboose. They're gonna get these cars together. You can't really push them forward because with the crowbar you do that, it's not gonna work. Here's the gondola here. I think the gondola looks really cool. And for any model train lovers out there, yours truly, there's a way where you can make these like a model. It just relies on forced perspectives. But it's fun, it really is. Then they supposedly call it a light crane, but I think a six axle crane is pretty big. It's a bummer that you can't like move inside of the crane, but it does look very, very cool. And then I'm going to use the paint stick to show you. By right clicking, you can change the paint on it. There's only two paint schemes for the crane here, so you're going to click accept texture. It could be different on depending on what model you have of Minecraft. This one is different though because there are missing two or three kind of paint schemes. Or you can crouch and right click that can cycle through them, but this one's a lot better. It gives you more, at least it gives you a better UI to look at. But there's also some cars that do have the possibility that they don't have a texture for them. This one is missing some textures, unfortunately, but that's okay. Then you can also change the textures on the engines. I think the Hornet inspired early style Virginian, at least I like to call it like that, looks very cool. So you can enter the engine by right clicking, then clicking R, could be different on your end. Then you got the UI here, you're gonna put in your diesel fuel because this diesel engine, you're gonna start the engine. I turn down the sound a little bit. We're gonna wait for the engine to start up. This one does have a very cool format as well. I like when stuff cuts like so you can hear it. There is also a bell that is not activated. It's not but there's a bell. And you can move the engine with W and S when it's so that's good. This is very, very cool. Very cool. Also, I'm very tired. So there goes the train. It's very cool and all. Um, yeah, it's very, very nice. And there also is abnormally shaped track to make it look cooler. But I haven't experimented with this too much. But I can safely say that the 45 diagonals, diagonal crossings, and diagonal switches are broken, or at least they're not designed well, and they do need to be get a rework because it's not there in the quality department. But yeah, I'll show you this little funky one here. It's like an S shape, which makes the track like that. But there is also a cooler, in my opinion. It's a very funny addition to this mod. And it is something that was found in the Swedish pack, which I will get to in a moment. So we're going to make a little circle, or at least somewhat of a circle in the middle here. And we're going to put this here once we're done. Also, I can't hit control because it zooms in, which isn't bad. I do like the feature, but I wish I can dash ability in the air like older Minecraft does, but that's okay. But there's this really cool train in here, which I love because it's a joke. The lit PVV8 FTR special. I am so ecstatic right now just how this looks. And that's even more funny because they gave this item the broken stats of having 500 miles per hour or these kilometers an hour as its maximal speed. And since this is a kilometers that's range here for Traincraft, there's something to be noted for, but it's nothing bad. So you can also can pull 950 horsepower, which is pretty cool. Also, another thing when you're inside of these trains, it gives you a resistance ability when you're doing it in survival, which makes you pretty much invincible. Also, I do love the horn on this. It's another joke. Dude, I'm laughing to the high heavens right now because of this horn. It is so funny and I absolutely love it, but yeah, we're gonna roll it out. I love how funny it is because it's so fast. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Oh yeah, you can also kill wildlife. Still going. And I'm moving so fast, I'm missing the corner. 500 miles an hour. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we broke the sound barrier and it's not even on the track, which I think, it's gotta count as a win in my book. I absolutely love this thing. Yeah, let's stop it. And I can't get around it. Okay, what I like to do is just break the track. It stops immediately because, trains can't run without track. But there's a little bit of a bummer noted that you can't really do derailments with this. But there's a funny thing you can do when you customize it, or at least bundle it in with Railcraft items. You can use some regular minecart track, which is great because there's something on here called launcher track, and it pretty much is exactly how it sounds. You get launched into the stratosphere with this track. I'm only putting 4 on because it's gonna, since these trains are a little bit bigger, you're going to need some extra oomph, or at least some extra power. No, not power, just more clearance. And yeah, so I'll show you. So we're gonna put this really cool engines out here. I haven't used all these yet, but they're sick. These are all European, Swedish inspired trains, and shockingly, the detail on them is much more superior, or at least much more refined than other engines. Since this is an electric, you can't use redstone for it. Here's the horn. Alright, we're gonna jump over that. We're gonna hit that launch track there. We And so you can also do this with the steamer. We'll show off the Swedish mod because the steamers, because they look really cool. They remind me of the Bavarian class steam engines that Eric Siegel reviewed on his Eric's Trains YouTube channel. So with this, you just like any other random steam engine, you gotta heat it up, put some water in the boiler. Then once it's hot, you can pull her out. Here's a whistle. And nothing really special. Another thing is Trailcraft likes to use the same whistles. So yeah, man, let's go. Yeah. And since you have the resistance option, or at least the resistance potion effect, when you're in the trains, if you're gonna do it in survival, you will survive pretty much anything. You are straight up invincible. So doing jumps like that is totally safe for you in survival. But it's up to you though. I personally love this just because, excuse me, it's really funny. And I've used similar mod packs to Traincraft before, but I haven't really had one that was this cool and it looks like something it could have been in Minecraft. Some of the track layouts, yeah, no, not really, but that's just me. So yeah, I'm gonna end the video here because I'm like really tired right now. I'm gonna pull the train in on that string. So yeah, stop the engine, stop, unlock it. I don't want to show too much of this because this is a very cool mod pack, and I feel like that this is something that at least someone should check out. This is very, very cool. There are certain bugs to it, but I think depending on the train craft that you get, either you make one yourself, you might be able to get away with with a lot less glitches, because these some of these track pieces, all of them, do disappear sometimes if you're out of frame for long enough, and it can look very frustrating. It can be very frustrating to deal with, but it happens. I'm still trying to find a workaround of it. But as of right now, like with all the train stuff you can get, there's more packs out there. There are more packs of trains that you can get there. Swedish, American, European, Russian, Japanese, Mexican. I don't know, but there's most likely a train pack for every single person out there, and there's probably special ones that just have like maybe an engine, one or two engines with a few pieces of rolling stock, and that's all. But there are notable trains here. You got the Black Five, the FM Trainmaster in this one. You got various bullet trains, European style brake vans. This is not Thomas the Tank Engine. I did think that the first time I saw it, but yeah, I don't think Thomas had this wheel set. And the closest one is maybe this one, but he didn't. He was an '06 and an or 4. Your boy been watching Thomas when he was a kid. He knows what's up. But yeah, I'm gonna get some sleep right now because I'm like really tired. And thank you very much for watching this. Happy Halloween, by the way. I know this is not coming up on Halloween, but let's just pretend. So, you know, that's gonna be it for today. Like, comment, subscribe, the bell icon, do all that fancy wanchy stuff. And I have another video that I'm gonna do, but I've been putting it off for a while just because of I got slammed with a bunch of stuff that I needed to do, i.e., being um work stuff as well as possible collaboration with a YouTube channel by DW44. I don't know. I forgot the name of his channel exactly, but yeah, apparently he was doing a collab, but I've never even met the person, so I don't know how it's going to go unless unless he's doing something else. I should have like I don't know, but the one thing I will tell you is that his YouTube channel is Dean W 4014. So, go check his content out if you want to. If not, that's fine. I thought doing a little shout out would be cool. But yeah, that's just me. Um, and yeah, that's gonna be it for today. This is the Northwestern Central Railroad signing off. Stay spooky.